Marketing, advertising, what does it take to get a listing sold in today's market? Find out on today's Real Talk. Today we have Justine Woolcott, the General Manager on the team. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for the invite.
So Justine, in today's market, obviously a few more days on market for each listing that we're carrying compared to what was going on in January and February. How have we had to change our strategy in order to help sellers get their listings sold in this different market?
Yeah, that's a great question. So January, February, things are moving off the shelves pretty quickly. So we were basically getting things onto MLS, doing a quick video, and things were selling within 3 or 4 days. Now, as we're seeing that days on market shift to 10, 20, 30 days, it requires a much more focused approach on marketing and making sure that we're reaching the buyer pool exactly where they're looking. So we have time to do print and digital and social media marketing and really fine tune it to the audiences. I really like to call it an integrated approach, because as the buyer pool expands and we have less buyers to reach, we have to make sure that we're reaching them in the way that they are searching for property, because every buyer is different.
Yeah, before you had 30, maybe 20 buyers for each listing, and now we're down to 2 or 3 buyers. So we've got to really laser focus on each listing and getting buyers to that property. And then once we have a buyer come in, how is our process different from another team in terms of how that buyer is handled?
That's one of the benefits of working with a team, especially in a trickier market, is that our buyer agents actually go and see the properties before they hit the market. So when a buyer calls in and it comes to our website, they're knowledgeable about the property that they are speaking about. You know, they know where the well is, they know what updates have been done in the home, instead of it being a blind buyer call. That helps our sellers know that potential buyers are learning about the house in the right way. A very important thing as this market becomes a little bit trickier to navigate.
Yeah, so if a buyer calls in, they know they're talking to somebody who knows everything about the property, and that person's ready to go out and show the property right that moment, because it is hyper important to capture that buyer right at that point, because this market's finicky, is ever changing, and that's the time to come and grab it.
Well, time is of the essence, and buyer attention spans are just moving so quickly. You know, they can see something and then the next day another property comes up. So we gotta make sure that we're capturing their attention and making sure that everything they're seeing at a property is correct out of the gate. We take such fine attention to the photo order, the comments and what they say, and how it appears across all websites. It's something that's very, very important to us, because we know we really only have one shot to make a great first impression with buyers.
Yeah, so it's very important when we're taking on a listing right now to make sure that the plan for that listing fits within all of our print deadlines or social media deadlines, so that you're hitting all of those eyeballs every single step of the way and launching that listing the right way.
Absolutely, timing is everything, and I think that's something that people forget, especially when we're moving from a hotter market to a cooler market. You know, in a hotter market, you could list something on a Friday or Saturday and still get a number of great showings. Now we're recommending moving towards a Tuesday, Wednesday launch, so that print deadlines can be reached, and people that are setting up their weekend showings have all the information at their disposal, so we're not missing out on being part of that rotation of buyer showings on a Saturday.
So lots of different stuff going on. We're working really hard to get all of these eyeballs on all of our properties. It's a much different work environment than it was just a couple months ago. Anyways, thanks very much for coming on. That's great.
Thank you.